Brian and Anika Smith love living in Wyoming, where they raise their 3 kids. A few years ago, they were struggling to keep up with bills. That's when they began watching the 700 Club.
I always loved the way Pat connected with his audience, and I knew I had to be a part of it.
Pat's teachings on tithing convinced Brian to give 10% to God. Anika wasn't so sure it was a good idea.
It was a different idea, and I hadn't been familiar with the word.
She thought I was crazy. Like, give money away?
As we began to tithe, I started seeing Brian begin to get raises at work, and different opportunities began to present themselves to us.
Anika got her real estate license and also began tithing, 10% from every sale. Soon she was able to realize her dream of working from home so she could be with her children. But even then, business kept booming.
The phone kept ringing off the hook.
The next year, the Smiths purchased some rental property, which enabled them to start building their new home. Brian took a job as a field tech for an oil business, which doubled his income. But after 2 years, he was laid off because of the bad economy.
When we lost that job, we just prayed and got together and just put all our faith in Jesus Christ.
The Smiths say their faith was being tested. At one point, they considered cutting back on their giving.
The Lord spoke to me, and He said, "You've trusted me this far. This is when you need to have your faith."
God sustained the Smiths for 6 months while Brian searched for a job.
During those 6 months, we saved more money than we did when we had a job.
Today, he works in sales for a construction company. Brian and Anika are excited about what God is doing in their lives.
Be faithful to the Lord, and He will be faithful to you.
He says, I'll pour you out a blessing you cannot contain, and He did.